We back with another one, baby. NBA Quick Hits Volume 22, NBA prediction video, man. Y'all make sure y'all lock in for all these picks. Hey, let's get to it, man. We're not going to waste no time. Yo, what's good with it, y'all? Welcome back to A1 Hoop Zone. Back at y'all another prediction video, man. NBA Quick Hits Volume 22. Let's get to it, man. Hey, if y'all haven't checked out 21 yet, make sure you go check that out. We had 12 games today, so I split it up into two videos. And we not to make it long-winded for y'all. So again, go check out Volume 21 if you haven't already. But again, make sure you hit that like button and sub to the channel. All right, let's dive into it, man. So got the other 6 games we covered on this joint here, man. First one up on this one. We got the Hawks, versus the Bucks. Who we got on this one? I'm gonna rock out the Bucks on this one. I know they just had a tough loss against the Bulls, man, but I feel like they'll bounce back greatly against this Hawks team. However, if DeJounte Murray and Trae Young come in there and they get hot and the rest of that team start building confidence, it's gonna be a long night for the Bucks. However, if Giannis is doing what Giannis does and Dame is doing what Dame does, and the rest of that team follows suit and they just play hard, it's gonna be a blowout. No disrespect to the Hawks, but I just feel like when the Bucks is on, they gonna smash on the Hawks. It ain't gonna be no close game. It ain't gonna be a edge it out. I feel like if the Bucks are on, it's gonna be a blowout. So we're gonna have to wait and see which ones triumph. But I got the Bucks winning that one. Next one up, man, we got the Thunder versus the Mavs. Tough game in the West, man. This Thunder team, can't sleep on this team no more, man. If people still sleep on the hell, they better wake up using an alarm clock or some smelling salts or something, because this Thunder team is not to be slept on in any type of capacity, man. This Mavericks team, they got to figure it out, man. I had them peg for a win the other night, and they dropped the ball on that one, but I feel like they'll have a good bounce back game tonight. I feel like, yes, and I'm rocking with them to win this game. I feel like they'll bounce back, and Luka and Kyrie will put on the show, man. So I got the Mavs winning that one. Next game up, man, I got the Grizzlies versus the Suns. I'm going with the Suns. No slight of disrespect to the Grizzlies. I know they just had one of the biggest wins of their early career NBA season so far. Shouldn't say career, but early NBA season. But I feel like the Suns, they look to feast on these teams that they're supposed to beat. You know what I mean? They go in there and beat the teams they're supposed to beat. And when you're a championship team or a team of that caliber that's striving for a championship, you have to go in there and get those wins that you're supposed to get. So I got the Suns winning that one. Would I be surprised the Grizzlies won? Absolutely. Next game up after that, man, Blazers versus the Jazz. You know what I'm saying? Matchup of the two uglies. No disrespect to slight or anything like that, but we all know this Blazers team, man, is definitely, again, in rebuild without Anthony Simons out there. It's definitely a team that's just, you're not looking, you don't have an expectation for them. And that, again, that's no slight of disrespect. It's just that there is no expectation for that team. Going 500 probably is the expectation. Realistically, obviously, every team is going to say they want to make it to the playoffs and see what happens. Some of them obviously say, it's championship or bust. But for the Blazers, I think for them, it's being 500, reaching 500 is their ceiling at this point. I think that's the end goal for them. But I have the Jazz winning this one, man. I think they're too talented. Playing at home is a completely different thing, man. That Utah crowd, it's insane. If you ain't never been to one of them games, or if you've never watched one, definitely watch it. And just pay attention more so to the crowd more than anything. How they ride behind their team, that, what I'm saying, give them energy and try to feed them the energy from the crowd. But Clarkson, Olynyk, Marketing, all those guys, man, I feel like they have the size differential and the talent on that team. They should be able to win this game. So I'm rocking out the Jazz on this one. Next game up, Nuggets versus the Kings. Man, Aaron Gordon, if I'm not mistaken, still see him being out. So again, that one of their big contributors to that team. It's gonna be tough sledding for them. They, again, still a championship team. They won the chip last year, so they still have that championship pedigree. But it's a matter of, you're going to be against a Kings team that, what I'm saying, with De'Aaron Fox, Malik Monk, Herter, Harrison Barnes, Sabonis, that's a team that's just, they're immensely talented in all fields, and they check all the boxes. It's just a matter of putting it all together and being consistent. With that being said, man, I got the Kings beating the Nuggets tonight. Now, again, I wouldn't be surprised at all if the Nuggets won, because they still got the MVP in Jokic. They still have Michael Porter Jr., who's been absolutely balling out of control, and especially in the absence of Aaron Gordon being out. And they have a bunch of role players that's definitely willing to step up in the heat of the moment too. So, but I feel like the Kings should be able to edge this one out, man. Last game of the night, Rockets versus the Lakers. Y'all already know where I'm going with this. If you're new to the channel, you unsure, I am a diehard Lakers fan. I'm not one of those irrational fans or anything like that. But I feel like my team has an opportunity or a chance to beat any team out there on any given night. So I always pick them every night. So I'm rocking on my Lakers to win this one. Hell, it should be a revenge game since, you know what I'm saying, the Rockets tapped them on the shoulders and put them in the grave. So we're gonna have to come back from that and show this Rockets team like, hey, that was a fluke. You know what I mean? Even though we're still a little shorthanded, but I feel like we have enough to be able to beat this Rockets team. Um, so as a quick recap for y'all before I get up out of here, man, I got the Bucks beating the Hawks. I got the Mavs beating the Thunder. I got the Suns beating the Grizzlies. Jazz beating the Blazers. Kings beating the Nuggets, and the Lakers beating the Rockets, man. And just realize that those are all home picks in comparison to the first six in volume 21. There was definitely a mix and match of them, but I got all the home teams winning for the second half on this volume 22 game, man. But that's all I got for y'all. I appreciate you stopping through. Make sure you hit the like button, sub to the channel if you're new. Leave a comment in the comment section. I'll be sure to respond to each and every one of y'all. And then be sure to leave a super thanks if you appreciate that. You show some love to the video. I appreciate it. Again, man, I appreciate y'all for stopping through. And I'll be back at y'all with another one.